Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel today. Today I'm going to be actually taking a look at the 2022 paint schemes that they've released so far. I have a YouTube video here pulled up. It's supposed to have all the updated schemes as of January 13th, and this is January 20th, so it's about a week old, but all of them seem to be pretty much up to date. So shout out to Define Fate. I'm watching this video right here, and I'll go ahead and say before, I'm not a fan of the numbers being pushed forward, but it's a change of pace. I just don't really like it that much. A lot of the teams I don't really think like it that much either, so it kind of reflects on their designs. They're still using their same paint schemes, just pushing the number forward, and it just doesn't look the best. So apologies for the background. I'm not used to doing these videos with my face in it. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and click play. All right, so first off, we got this discount tire car. They did the best they could with the extra space with the behind the number, but I don't know. It's not the worst car that I've seen. You can see we got the rookie stripes on the back for Austin Cindric, so that's pretty cool. I'm not a fan. And I don't really get the tiny little logos on the quarter panel back here with the Freightliner and the Menards. Oh well. On to the next one. This is his Menards / Richmond water heaters. Again, they did what they could with the extra space. It's not the worst paint scheme that I've seen. It just looks so asymmetrical to me. And then the next car we have is Kevin Harvick's Rheem car, new sponsor for the 4 team. Not my favorite. I'm not a big fan of the lines going behind the number. It kind of looks like, you know, some of those created cars on like NASCAR Heat, but it's not the worst car that I've seen. I really like the black number, and it's a new sponsor on a new team, so you have to give it a couple extra points for that. But they did what they could with the extra space. I like the big Rheem logo, but it's just not my favorite. Now here is his Busch beer car. I really like this car a lot. I think that they did a lot of good stuff with the extra space to put a can there, and they just, extended the Busch the whole way. So pretty cool car. I really like the color tone to it as well. But another thing that I've noticed, they've been putting the logos on the hoods. Not a huge fan of that either. It just looks kind of weird. On to the next car, though, we have the Gearwrench Car. Again, I think they might have been on his car last year. I can't remember for sure. I think this might just be, no, it's a new sponsor. I remember them unveiling it. He might have ran it once last year, though. I can't remember. This car was always on the number 1 car. It looked really solid before. It doesn't look that bad. I like the black background behind the 4, and then the how they extended the gear wrench. Again, the theme with all these paint schemes, I'm just not a fan of the number being pushed forward, and y'all are going to see that, but not the worst paint scheme. Now this car is, no, not a fan. Did not need to happen. The car from last year was absolutely perfect. Beautiful paint scheme. And this looks like someone distorted the image. I mean, it just does not look good. The 5 is overlapping the red, the swoosh thing. I don't understand it. I don't know why they needed to do this. If you wanted to move the number forward, then you should be able to. But if in this case, it does not work for me. Now here's the 6 and the 6 and the 17, actually. I'm not sure if this is the final product for these cars. I surely hope not, because I just don't understand what all that extra space above the tires for. I don't know why it's empty. I mean, wasn't the whole purpose of this to add room for sponsors, and then now we just have an extremely bare quarter panel. So, oh well. The cars look nice, though. They look bare, honestly. Next, we have this Tyler Reddick 3 CHI car. I forgot what that means, but I actually really like this car. I like the gold 8, and I like the way they use the numbers, or the letters, actually, too. And, it looks like a typical Tyler Reddick car. I don't know if that makes any sense, but his cars seem to have a theme. Now, here we have Chase Elliott's Lumar car. This car looks pretty bad. It's the same car from last year. they just, again, there's just a gigantic empty space above the tire. And then they got that really tiny Universe logo right there, and it just does not look that good. So on to the next car of his, though, is going to be the this Napa Scheme. Not a huge fan of it either. I really don't understand what's going on with the yellow lines behind the number 9. I feel like if you left that bare and maybe scooted the Napa over a little bit, it'd look a lot better. But it just, I don't know. I've seen a lot of custom schemes that look a lot better than this. So, you know, I'm not trying to hate on my boy, but, you know, I just feel like it could have been a lot better. And, you know, it is what it is. Here we have Eric Almarola's number 10 Smithfield. Not the worst car. It actually looks kind of solid. I like how they use the Smithfield logo. And, again, I'm not a fan of the lines behind the number, but in this case, I think they had to. It looks better. I actually think this looks better than his cars in the past. I think it was time for a change of pace for them. So, it looks pretty solid. Next, we have Ryan Blaney's Libman Menard Scheme. Looks okay. Same situation with the 2 car, though. You got the big Menards banner, and it's essentially the same car from last year and the year before and the year before that. So, looks pretty solid. Here we have Chase Briscoe's Mahindra tractors. I'm not sure how to say that. I think I said it right. This might be my favorite paint scheme so far, actually. New sponsor, and I think it's a new sponsor. And the way the black is the background of the logo with the red underneath, it just looks really solid. So, big fan of this car. Next, we have Kyle Busch's Interstate Batteries car. Again, this kind of looks like one of those esports cars, in my opinion. But, it, you know, they did what they could with the extra space. I like the lightning bolts going off throughout the paint scheme. And I'll definitely say that this is better than the zebra paint scheme. So, I'm not really going to complain too much about this one. So, on to the next one. We have Christopher Bell's Rheem car. And, I mean, they got a ton of extra space right here by the tire. And it just, you know, that tiny little Rheem logo just doesn't do it for me. So, solid 50% on this one. Next, we have Christopher Bell's Dewalt Scheme. I actually like this one a lot better than the Rheem car. The Dewalt logo looks pretty solid, the way that it's fit in there between the black and yellow. And, yeah, this scheme's not that bad. I hope to see this one a lot more than that Rheem car. So, now here is Ross Chastain's number 1 Advent Health. This is probably actually the name rod kind of looks like it says Deegan. I don't know if Haley Deegan's running races or not. I don't really keep up with her, but I thought Ross Chastain was driving this car. So, this car is beautiful because they didn't push the number all the way forward. They just slid it forward just a little bit. And they gave a lot of extra space to the Advent Health logo. And then you got the little watermelon down there. So, it's just a really cool car. And, honestly, it might be my favorite so far. So, on to the next one. We got the 21 of Harrison Burton. I got the rookie stripes back there and the Motorcraft logo. Same simple cars the Wood Brothers have always had. And it just, it looks so forced, honestly. Next, we have Joey Logano's 2 AAA cars. When I first looked at this, I didn't realize that I thought one side was different than the other, but then I got to looking, and the Texas Motor Speedway one is on top, and then the Auto Club one's on the bottom. I got to say, I really like the Texas Motor Speedway one a lot better. The AAA logo looks beautiful over on the Texas one and the hood. And then the Auto Club one just has all that extra space right there between the number, or between that logo and the tire, and it doesn't look the best, so. That AAA car on top looks really solid, though. I think it really benefited from the number being pushed forward. Here is Bubba Wallace's 23 Litos car. I don't know if I said that right, but pretty cool color combination. Yeah, looks pretty solid. A lot of empty space, but they did a good job fitting the colors in there. So this Haas car actually looks really solid. It looks really similar to his car from last year, and the way that the black and red go up above the tire looks really solid. So, shout out to Stuart Haas. Stuart Haas has had some good cars so far. I'm not sure who this is. Hezeberg Systems. This looks like a NASCAR heat car to me, honestly, and that's not a compliment. Here we got Ty Dillon's Petty GMS car. I really like this classic 42 font. It looks really cool. I'm not sure if this car will actually hit the track or if we'll see a sponsor with it. But all in all, the colors and the way that the page EMS goes up the side looks really solid on this car. So on to the next one, we got Eric Jones 43 Focus Factor. I really like the way they used the extra space on the side right there. They really took up the billboard slot, and yeah, looks pretty solid. Some teams can just do this right, and some can't. I mean, we're starting to see that, honestly. Here we got the number 62. I'm assuming this is going to be Noah Gragson, beard or oil, and yeah, looks pretty good. I like the light blue number with the black on it, and hopefully Noah can make the show this year. I know he didn't last year, so I'm assuming that's Noah unless things have changed. So here we got Timmy Hill's Bumper.com. This car looks really solid, and shout out to Timmy Hill and his team. They really did a good job stretching out the lettering with the Bumper.com. And the 66 where it's silver looks very, very good. So shout out to Timmy Hill. Here we got the Tootsie's Bar number 99 Trackhouse car. I'm not sure if this will actually hit the track. It kind of looks like a custom. But if it does hit the track, this thing's absolutely beautiful. And Trackhouse really seems to know what they're doing with all of these paint schemes. And again, they don't push the number all the way to the tire and make it look forced. So this looks very natural, and I'm a big fan of this one. Here we got Kurt Busch's Monster Car. They got the matte finish. It's a monster car. It's going to be really simple, and this is exactly what we got here. So looking forward to seeing what the 45 team can do, and I really hope they keep that red chassis too. That looks really cool with the black. Here we got Brad Keselowski's RFK Castrol car. It looks okay. You know, not my favorite so far, but, you know, I really like the 6 number font change, though. That looks really good. Here we got Justin Haley's Chevrolet car, College Racing. Again, I'm not sure if this will hit the track where it's got the team on the car, but it looks really good. So next we got Ricky Stenhouse's Irish Spring car. They did a good job filling the extra space back here, so shout out to them. They really put the clovers there, and then they got the big logo and stuff, so looks really good. And I wish other teams would do something like that. You know, put some tool. If you got a Craftsman car, put some tools back there. Here we see this style debacle of a paint scheme again. I guess it's on the video twice. Now this FedEx car might be my favorite FedEx car to date. I really, really like this one. It just looks better. I guess we're used to seeing FedEx trucks with the logo, you know, really big. So you might want to make the Sport Clip logo a little bit bigger, but I actually think it looks solid in this case. So this car looks absolutely beautiful, and probably one of my favorite FedEx standard paint schemes to date. So and then there's the 9 car once again. Meh. Here we got another Stenhouse car, Sweet Leaf. Again, they did a good job filling the extra space. And other teams need to take note of this because it looks really good. Here's one we haven't seen yet. William Byron's Exalta car. It's the same as last year. It just looks very forced. The number looks like, you know, somebody accidentally threw it on there and it didn't stick right. So, nah. Did not benefit at all from this number being pushed forward. Now, here's Alex Bowman's car. This actually looks really solid. I like the white. I like the color combination they got going on. And that big ally logo looks really good. So, I would have pushed it back a little bit. I hate how the 8 overlaps the number right here, the line right here. So, that's just me, though. But all in all, this car did benefit from the number being pushed forward, I think. And I think this is the last one we have. It's the number 19 Tracker Boats Bass Pro Shops. Doesn't look that good. His car last year looked solid. I really liked his Bass Pro car that he had last year. And I think the year before that. But this one just looks out of place to me. So, Joe Gibbs, other than the FedEx car, I haven't seen the M&M's car yet. But Joe Gibbs kind of slacking a little bit. Hendrick definitely slacking. And, you know, some of the smaller teams really did a good job that I've seen so far. You know, Timmy Hill came out with swinging. The Beard Oil car. Trackhouse looks really good. And that's honestly, that's about it. So, yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for this video. Let me know what y'all think about the number being pushed forward. Let me know what y'all thought about this little, review video. It's not diecast, but, trying to do something where I don't have to actually, spend a lot of money buying stuff that I don't actually end up keeping. So, yeah, let me know what y'all thought about this video. Thank you all for watching. Reach up there and hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you all for watching. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next one.